Hello everybody, this is Antoine21 and welcome back to another video. This is going to be my Bad Batch Season 2 review, and I know this is a little different than what I normally do, but as I said, this is going to be a multi-thing channel, so yeah, and sorry about Bed Wars being in the background. I'm not going to show my face, so I just had to put something there, so that's what you get. Anyway, spoiler warning. Anyway, I'm going to be going through every episode, kind of explaining what happened through it, and then maybe get like a little review in for each episode. And then at the very end, I'm going to review like the whole series as a whole. So, yeah, let's get started. Episode 1 was called Spoils of War. Basically, we get to meet Fee in the beginning, which she was kind of cool. I don't know, I didn't kind of like her at first. I don't know, I didn't know who the character was. I don't know. Anyway, the Batch take a job from Sid. They go to Sereno to steal a war chest from Count Dooku that the Empire are trying to transport off-world. Basically, Omega, Tech, and Echo get stuck in a container, and they try to escape as the ship takes off, but the escape pods were released, so they instead released all the containers, and that's pretty much the end of this episode. It was a really good start for this season. Like, it wasn't bad or anything, so pretty good. And then episode 2, Ruins of War, continues the story. The containers crash, and then Tech ends up with a broken leg. I think he broke his femur or something. And then Hunter and Wrecker end up in Count Dooku's like throne room thing and escape from like some shaft thing, and then they escape down to the ruined city that the Empire destroyed. Let's see. And then Tech, Echo, and Omega meet a guy from Sereno, and then he gives Omega a toy, and she's like, "Why is it treasure?" And he's like, "No, it's supposed to be for fun." I don't know, that's kind of weird. Tech kind of realized that not everyone was like a separatist from him when they were like working on this little protector thingy, which was kind of cool. Little character development for him. And Mega goes after the war chest because she feels like she's the problem, like, of the group, because Echo is wanting to do more. Echo saves her from that, and then explains that she isn't the problem and that everything's okay, and he would do it all over again. And then they escape, and goes after that. At the very end, Rampart orders a clone to redo the report, and he says no, so he kills the clone, which was pretty cool. Episode 3, the solitary clone. Basically, Crosshair and Commander Cody take over a world that doesn't want to join the Empire. It was really like a Clone Wars style episode because clones, the battle droids, it was really cool to watch. Cody wouldn't kill the governor, which was really amazing, and then they got back and Cody started questioning everything, and then he ended up going AWOL. And that was pretty much the end of the video, but it's kind of cool to watch. Episode 4, the Faster. This is, in my opinion, the worst episode of the season. Basically, all that happens is Tech saves Sid from racing. That's it. Nothing else. We do learn that Sid might be bad, and that's pretty much it. I don't know. It wasn't that great. Episode 5, Entombed. So basically, the Bad Batch and Fee go to find treasure. They find this compass thing before it leads them to some planet. I forgot what it's called. But they end up going to this planet that's like completely destroyed. And they go into this temple thing, and they take out this crystal or whatever they're trying to look, and it ends up being like a giant walker thing, and it kind of looks like the Zephyl things from Jedi Fallen Order, so it might have been one of that. They ended up putting the crystal back in and destroyed it once and for all, so it's fine. Not too bad of an episode. I thought that one was good. It wasn't like story driven, but it was good. Episode 6, Tribe. The Bad Batch go and save Gunji. They were like doing this deal thing, and then realized Gunji was there, and they saved him from like this droid guilt thing. I don't know what it was called, like what guild it was. I forgot, but yeah. So they bring him back to Kashyyyk and take him to his tribe. Or it wasn't his tribe. It was a random tribe. But and then the Empire and Trandoshans knew they were there. So the Trandoshans were trying to like kill them, and they ended up stopping them from burning the forest and ended up killing them. So it was good. It's a good episode actually. Episode 7, The Clone Conspiracy. This episode, really great, just absolutely great. One of the best ones. Basically, Senator Chuchi is fighting for clone rights in the Senate. She goes to Clone Bar 79's, I think that was what it's called. Slip tells her that Rampart destroyed Camino himself. Chuchi goes and talks to Rampart, and she like tries to like get him to confess. Like she'll be like, "Oh, well, the city couldn't have been destroyed by the storms or something," but she got nothing out of him. She then goes and tries to find Slip, who's also waiting for somebody else. And then there's an assassin that kills Slip, and then almost kills Senator Chuchi. Like it was really close, but then Rex came and saved her. And turns out he was the one that he was waiting for, or Slip was waiting for. And it turns out the assassin was a clone, but it didn't have any identification number, and he ended up killing himself anyway, so we couldn't figure that out. It was a really good episode overall. Episode 8, Truth and Consequences. This is pretty much part 2 of episode 7. This one, probably the second best episode of the season. So what happens? Rex asks the Bad Batch for help. Senator Chuchi and Omega talk to Bail Organa, which is really cool to see Bail again. I don't remember what was said, but they said to go talk to Hallie Bontoni. I think that's how your name. I don't know how to say her name. I forgot. And then they convince her to help with this. The Bad Batch go to Rampart's Venator and steal data logs, and then Senator Chuchi shows it to the Senate. Then Palpatine shows up, which was really cool to see, and he uses it as his advantage. And he arrests Rampart, and then is like, okay, well, if the clones are gonna blindly follow orders, then we need new troopers, so we're gonna do the stormtrooper thing. Yeah, and then at the very end, Echo ends up staying with Rex. Really good episode, really great. Everyone should watch that. Episode 9, The Crossing. Basically, they did another job for Sid, for Ipsium, I think that's what it was. Some stuff, I don't remember what it's called. Someone steals their ship, and they go to try to go find an outpost, but they get trapped in a cave because of the storm, and the Ipsium blew up. Tech pisses off Omega because he wasn't understanding the feelings. Well, he does, but we'll learn that later. He just didn't seem sad about Echo leaving. He ends up talking to Omega, and they talk about Echo leaving and how he processes it differently than everyone else. He still cares, and it was just great character development for him. Basically, they find a way to escape the cave, and they go find that outpost. It was like deserted. They did contact Sid, and Sid just said, "I'm basically not going to come help you. Forget it." Episode 10. Probably the second worst episode of the season. Nothing really happens. They get their ship back, and they save people from a money hoarder or whore. I don't know if it's a guy, whatever. That's pretty much it. That's all I got for the episode. Nothing really happened. Episode 11, Metamorphosis. Great episode. They took another job for Sid. They find a destroyed ship, and it turns out that ship had the Zell Beast on it, and it was cool. It wasn't like it was like the baby or clone. I don't really know. We didn't really know, but they try to stop it before it reaches the village and get more power because the power, electricity, makes it grow. It didn't happen, but then the Empire came and captures it and then takes it to Tantus. I think that's what the planet is called. I don't remember, but I think that's what it is. Um, it was still a really good episode. It was cool to see the Zilla Beast again, and I hope we get to see it another time. I really hope. Maybe it'll help. I can't spoil it. Sorry. Never mind. Not yet. Episode 12, The Outpost. Oh, this such a good episode. Such a great episode. Not like the best, but it was such a good one. Um, Crosshair goes to an outpost with Lieutenant Nolan, and there he meets Mayday and a couple other clones. I think Hex and Vetch, something like that. I don't remember. And Lieutenant Nolan kind of like, even though Mayday is a commander, Lieutenant makes sure he's in charge and not Mayday. Like, he takes charge. He's like, nah, I'm in charge. I don't care about you. Blah, blah, blah. Basically, Raiders go and steal some containers. They go to retrieve it. An avalanche happens. And Crosshair loses his helmet. And they make it back to the outpost. Freezing. Almost dead. Crosshair asks Nolan to help. But he won't. He's saying that he had Mayday is expendable. Mayday dies. And then Crosshair stands up and shoots Nolan, and it was just great. And then they capture Crosshair and bring him to Tantus. Pretty good episode. Episode 13, Pabu. Good episode. It was really good. It was relaxing. It was not a lot of stuff happened. It was just relaxing. Basically, Fee takes the Bad Batch to Pabu because they don't want to work for Sid anymore. All that really happened was a quake happens and the water surge destroys the lower part of the city, and the Bad Batch helps them save all the people, and at the end they decide to stay and help rebuild. That's pretty much all that happened that episode. Episode 14, The Tipping Point. Echo, Gregor, and Fireball rescue Hauser and others from the Empire. They were transporting him off-world. Crosshair ends up refusing to help Dr. Hemlock, and then Crosshair tries to escape to warn the Bad Batch because they were going after Omega, or they were going to, for Malase. And he says he got Plan 88 out to them. Echo goes to Pabu to tell them about the data records that he got from the ship that they stole or rescued Hauser from. And they see Crosshair try to warn them, and they decide to go rescue him, even though it's probably a bad idea. Okay. Season finale time. Best episodes. Oh, they're so good. Episode 15, The Summit. The Bad Batch plan to go to Iriadu, I think is what it's called. I think it's Tarkin's place. I don't know. To plant a homing beacon on Hemlock Shuttle. Fee flirts with Tech before they leave, which was kind of, hopefully Tech actually, well, never mind. Anyway, they sneak into the building, and they they just sneak in. Tarkin, Hemlock, and Director Krennic and some others are having a meeting about money and budgeting. Hemlock tries to talk about the clones, and then there's talk about the Death Star and some other stuff. Hunter and Tech learn that there was somebody else there, and they learned that it was Saw Gerrera, and he was going to blow up the base, or at least some of it, and they tried to stop him, but didn't really happen. Omega plants a homing beacon, and they try to escape on the rail line thing, but Saw Gerrera blows up the base, and then as they're escaping, and the power goes out, and they're just stuck there, stranded in the middle, and it's a very far drop. Such a good episode. Episode 16, Plan 99. Saddest episode. Made it super depressing. Okay. Tarkin has his fighters go out and kill the Bad Batch on the line, the rail line. Doesn't care about his men. Tech gets onto the power back on. The fighters shoot down one of the cars, and Tech is dangling there, and Tech says, Plan 99. Wrecker says no, and then Tech says, when have we ever followed orders? He shoots the cable, falls, and dies. Really sad. And then Omega, Hunter, and Wrecker and Echo escape with really bad injuries. Sid tells the Empire, or sorry, hang on, skipped a little bit. They go to Ord Mantell to have AZ help Omega. Sid tells the Empire that they're there, and basically Omega gets captured. She's brought to Tantus and sees Crosshair, and then she learns she has a sister who is that scientist. Really good series, really good season. The finale, better than last year's or last season's finale. Oh my god, it was just so good. Like, best episode, like, was obviously Plan 99. I would really give this like an 8 out of 9. Really depressing, like, ending, but like that was needed to happen. Obviously the worst episodes were probably 4, 4, 10. There was another one, and like 5, I guess, were like the weaker episodes. Like, I guess 4, 5, and 10. But the rest of them were really good. I don't know. And it just really brought things home. You really thought there was going to be a clone uprising. They really thought that was going to happen at the end. And it didn't. It just made it really sad. It's such a good season. Everyone should go watch it. Omega wasn't annoying this season. She was actually a really good character. She grew up a little bit, and it was good. Tech with his character development, just amazing. The Bad Batch not wanting to be with Sid. Hopefully Sid's gone now. Hopefully. I have a feeling she might show back up for like a couple episodes. Tech, is he actually dead? He might not be. We'll see. Really great episode. Really great season. But yeah. Let me know if you guys want me to do more of these like reviews on like seasons. I might do one for The Mandalorian or something. But yeah, maybe I'll do more like the Star Wars series, because I know Ahsoka's coming out this year, and then the Skeleton Crew, I think, too. So yeah, maybe I'll do one of those. But I think this is gonna be the end of the video. If you guys liked the video, make sure you leave a like, also subscribe, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.